So, welcome back to another video. Please could I ask you to subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up and hit that bell icon if you haven't already. Right, today I'm going to be talking about 5 things that made me buy this TT. This is kind of like tips for other people, so good things about it. I will do a negative one, so I will do 5 things I dislike, as I do with all my cars, but for today's video we're going to be talking about 5 reasons why I bought this car. Yeah, let's get into it. Right, so we're going to start off with number 1. Number 1 is the main reason why I bought this car, and that is how it looks. So the main reasons, coming onto the front, just how aggressive this is. We have these nice sharp lines literally following from the back of the car, as I'll show you in a second, all the way to the front, down the light, down the grille, all the way to the bottom. Just looks so aggressive. The headlight styling, how it's like the headlights are like squashed, just looks amazing. And then the grille all blacked out really sets it off. We got this little lip on the bottom, like a little splitter. Would have been better if that was gloss black, but that's something I could sort out myself. These grills, I don't know, they kind of replicate the headlight with this style, so you see what I mean, it's kind of similar. So as you can see, following on from this line through the door, or top of the door, all the way, it just all follows each other, and it kind of follows all the way around the boot as well. You can sort of see it like grooved in there. And again, coming onto the rear, we just got sharp lines everywhere. So there's one across there, there's one on each side at the bottom, and then we got this one here from the edge of the light that comes around and around here. It's just so aggressive. I don't see it in modern cars nowadays. They all seem like bubbly. Well, the TT used to be like a bubbly car, but they made it so aggressive with the Mark III. And also we got the twin pipe on the rear. I do like this design. I would have preferred it with a different type of maybe diffuser. It looks a bit plain, but I'm guessing a diffuser is something I can sort out myself in the future. And then again on the rear we have this spoiler which goes up and down. So that's number 1. We're now coming on to number 2, which is the interior. I absolutely hate modern interiors. All these big screens across the dash. You get these big ones that stick out the dash in the middle. I just think they look tacky, especially the ones that stick out in the middle. And then you get these big dashes. It's like you're meant to be driving a car, not sitting in a fucking cinema. With this one, all we got in here is, we got this center screen, which does everything. So this car is really driver focused. You don't have to look over in the middle of the dash. It's all in the middle. Everything you could possibly need. All the materials in here, so like nothing feels cheap. We got this polished aluminium, and everything's just nice. Obviously I'll be changing all this to carbon if I can, but for a standard car, the steering wheel, like, it's done 37k and there's not even any sign of wear on this wheel. It's just everything's top quality materials. The way the buttons feel, so when you press all these buttons, even the buttons on the steering wheel, everything just feels solid and well built. Whereas obviously I've just come out of a Focus, so everything in that's like fucking cheese. But coming to this car, it's really good quality. Coming on to the styling, like I say, it's very simple. Like there's nothing in the way, nothing where it shouldn't be. Go into the lengths of cleaning up the dash. As you can see in the air vents, they have obviously the dials for the aircon and for your heating. And on the other side we got the heated seats. That is an amazing design in itself. I've not seen many cars with that type of a design, and it just cleans up the cockpit really. So the only thing I could say bad about this interior is my driver's seat makes quite a bit of, like, when you move it makes a bit of noise. But I have heard a common problem on the back of the seat that something can break. I don't know if that's happened to mine or if it's just a thing that's like obviously where people sit in it, it's just got a bit creaky over time. Other than that, I cannot fault this interior, so that's number 2. So now we're going to come on to number 3, the Quattro system in this car. Now the Quattro system on this car, I believe it is not 4-wheel drive all the time, so it's front wheel drive most of the time, and then when obviously the car feels like you need the 4-wheel drive, i.e. flying around corners and stuff like that, or launching off the line, it will adjust accordingly. And yeah, it works. I absolutely fly down the back roads in this thing. This car feels like, it feels stupid fast. Like this car surely is not 230 horse. The way it puts the power down, launching off the line, it does 0 to 60 in like 5.2 seconds. I don't know how to launch it yet, so if anybody knows how to launch this car, please comment down below. I haven't got a clue. Even just fucking flying off the line with the accelerator, the thing moves, man. The Quattro system, I have never experienced a Quattro system before. This is my first Audi, as I've said, and the Quattro system is just unbelievable. Even in the wet, I was driving on Snowdon in the wet, and the way this thing was going down corners, I was not scared at all. If I was in a rear wheel drive car, I'd be backing off, but in this thing, no word of a lie, the Quattro system is amazing. So the only downfall I would say about the Quattro system coming from a front wheel drive car and absolutely like wheel spinning and obviously hanging on for dear life, Quattro system takes that fun away. But my God, this car is just built, it's built perfect. Like if anyone could get in this car and fly around the corners with no experience, and they would be able to do it. That is how good this system is. Yeah, so that is number 3. Right, so number 4, this is meant to be a 4-seater. You can see you ain't fitting nobody in the back. Obviously, you're not getting in there unless you've got G-string legs, as I said in the past. But one really good thing about the rear of this car, and a lot of people, obviously, they say, oh, you got a hairdresser's car. Yeah, maybe I have. And it is really good for carrying my hair salon stuff. Even just in this part, there is so much room. I could literally get in there, and I'm 6 foot, and I could probably get in there and close the boot. And literally, just pull this off, whack that down, they go all the way down, and like, look how much room you have in the back. You could literally fit everything you need in there. Now, I'm not saying this car is practical for the family man. Obviously, if you've got kids, yeah, it's no good for you because you're not going to get them in the back. This is good for, obviously, if it's a second car, got your family car, this is good for a second car. Yeah, you can fit your golf clubs in here easily, you can fit your bike in here. That is really good. I did not expect to have this much room when I bought this car. But when I did see how much space it's got, I was like, fucking hell, I was really surprised. So when you look at this car, it looks tiny. When I put it next to other cars, this car looks tiny. Don't let that fool you. When you come into the interior, when you're sat in these 2 front seats, the cockpit feels massive. I'm not even gonna lie, like, I feel like I've got so much space in the front of here. The seating position, I can get absolutely perfect. As I said, I'm 6 foot, and I can set the seat up. I can get this seating in the perfect position. The steering comes out, obviously up and down, as most cars do, but I have set this up perfect for me. So the adjustability of the steering column and the seats, that's amazing. Also, the overall size of this inside, or this interior, yeah, it's an A1 from me. So that is number 4. So number 5, now you're probably going to laugh at this one because this one is just so simple and stupid. I've had about 30 cars and I've never ever had one with a fueling up way as this, if you get me. So if you come to the fuel cap, like this is literally tiny, but this is one of my favourite things. I just love how easy it is to fill this car, and it's just, I'm a lazy man, and this just makes my life easier. So you come to the fuel flap, press it like that, look at that, no fucking cap to take off. You literally just stick the fucking nozzle straight in the hole, fill it up, and then once you're done, take it out. You cannot go wrong. That is just so easy. Yeah, so as you can see, the fueling up of the car, even that is just so simple. Like I say, the design is inside is simple. Like, you just got, it's more driver focus, you got the screen in front of you, everything's where it should be, nothing's clogged up. Like, it's just such a clean, simple interior. Obviously the exterior is aggressive and all these sharp lines, but that's what I absolutely love about this Mark III TT. Yes guys, so that is number 5. Now I'm going to give you one bonus one, just because I love speaking to you guys, and that is how good this car sounds from standard. Yeah, so you start this car up, I did not expect it to sound as good as it does. So when I first got in this car, I started it and I was like, yeah, we're going to need an exhaust on here. And literally went down the road, whacked it in individual mode, and my God, when I put my foot down, the DSG farts that came out the back of it, I was so surprised. But then I found out it's got the little valve system which opens and closes the flap on the exhaust. It sounds amazing. Obviously, I'm going to make it louder because that's just me, I'm an asbo. That friggin' downpipe's coming off, them reses are coming off, and we're just going to see how it sounds just after that, because I think it'll sound amazing with just those 3 things gone, because I think there's 2 reses, and then the downpipe, obviously the cat. So once all that's sorted, we'll see how this bad boy sounds. So I would give it a rev for you, but where I am, I don't really want to be doing it. It's quite, yeah, I can't be revving my car around here, otherwise I'm probably getting shit. That is the bonus one. Obviously that's for you guys. I like speaking to you on the camera, so I thought I'd just chuck that in there. Yes guys, so that is the 5 things I like about this car and 5 reasons why I bought it. And obviously there's a bonus one in there for you guys. On the next video, I'm going to talk about 5 things I dislike about it, because unfortunately there is stuff I dislike. It's little nitpick things, but every car has its downfalls. It might not be the same for your TT or a TT you're going to look at. Maybe it could be something that you could keep an eye out on when you go to buy one. Yeah, so we'll bring this video to an end. I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's been subscribing, viewing. The Audi's been doing pretty well. My girlfriend's video's done pretty well, considering, well, they probably wanted to see me smash the fucking window. Thank you so much for subscribing. They've been going up quite a bit recently, and I think it's due to I'm actually active and posting again. Now I've got the TT, doing a bit more with the Scirocco. But yeah, thank you very much. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I'll end the video here. Please like, comment, and hit that bell icon for the next video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.